Welcome to StatiCa Connection, the first software in the world that can design and check all types of steel connections and joints in minutes. Being a structural engineer is challenging, tons of responsibilities on your shoulders. In this session, we will explain how we can make your life less difficult. This is easier said than done, so we put together a team of people with more than 20 years of experience in the field. StatiCa is an engineering software dedicated to structural design and code check of joints, cross-sections, beams, and other details. Today, it is about steel connection design, about a solution that has been validated by customers and universities all around the world and is linked to programs you already use. We all want to build safe structures. Let's have a look at what it means today. You all use one of the CAE or Finite Element Analysis programs, SAP 2000 and StadPro. These are great tools to model the structure as a whole, but the majority of structural defects in steel structures are related to details, the connections, and calculation capabilities of CAE programs for their design are limited. This makes engineers spend much more time on connections or use extra material, overkill it. That is why StatiCa focuses only on joints and connections. We're here to make all the projects safe, no matter the complexity. There's a lot of software for structural engineers on the market. They differ in how global they are and if they focus on particular details or deliver the full solution. You all know the big players providing complete BIM solutions. You probably do not know hundreds of small companies that have tools for particular details. StatiCa is the first one to provide software for joints and connections with development capacity of those big players. We're not replacing your software package, we are linked to it. Today's construction process is getting faster and faster, and everybody wants to be on the safe side. This means to comply with the code, US code, Euro code, and others. In our steel projects, there are standard, easy joints and non-standard, difficult joints. We can easily deal with the standard ones. There are design guides and predefined examples. For non-standard ones, we need to put together an advanced scientific model in programs like ANSYS or NASTRAN, then use Excel spreadsheets to get the code checks and estimate a lot of variables on the way. Sometimes it is just easier to avoid such a joint. Do you remember your university studies? You had to pass approximately 30 exams to get your engineering degree. Were they all the same? No, you probably spent most of the time on several particularly demanding courses. Steel joint design is the same. We spend 70% of the time on 30% of the joints we do. We are here with a tool to check all steel joints in minutes. One of our customers, Arup, using StatiCa in UK, US, and Australia. Let's take a closer look at the software itself. StatiCa Connection is covering all types of joints, 2D, 3D frames and trusses, footing and anchoring. To do a proper check of a joint, we need to take into account stress-strain analysis, buckling, stiffness, member capacity design, and design joint resistance. Let's look at some examples. First, this joint in an electricity tower mast. The original design was not safe because of the wrong topology of bolts. Rearranging the bolts solved the problem. The next example is a joint in a steel warehouse. It is okay from a stress-strain point of view, but a proper buckling analysis shows that the web of the beam could easily collapse. We can add a stiffener and recalculate. The design is safe now. Stiffness analysis is also important. When we understand how to modify the joint, like in this example from a power plant, we can easily increase the stiffness 10 times. It all comes to a clear pass-fail overall check, like this joint in service in a steel bridge at Heathrow Airport. The joint was not designable using standard tools. With StatiCa, it is possible, and the bridge is there today. During the whole design process, you know exactly where you are. StatiCa can design and check connections and joints of any topology, any loading, in minutes. One of our customers from Canada solving complex footing with StatiCa. You have seen the software, but it all started with a different approach for steel joint design, a method called CBFEM, Component-Based Finite Element Model. Currently, existing programs are based on a component method, which is a perfectly fine tool, but the drawback is that for each topology, a new model has to be created. Our CBFEM method is a synergy of finite elements and component method. We use finite elements to get the stress-strain analysis of the joint and then apply standard checks like in the component approach. We mixed two trusted methods to be able to design joints of any topology and loading. We came up with something new, so we paid special attention to verification and validation. The first level of testing of the new software was to take joints from design guides and calculate them with StatiCa. We got the same results. Not exactly the same, as we are using finite elements, but always within the safety factors of the code. The second level was to laboriously create models in scientific programs and comparing them to results achieved in StatiCa in minutes. Again, same results. The third level of testing was live lab tests. Same results as well. 2 university teams spent over 3 years on this and published it in various articles, benchmark studies, conferences, and a book. It is called Benchmark Cases for Advanced Design of Structural Steel Connections, and it proves that this approach to steel connection design is accurate, safe, and reliable. There is a sophisticated method inside. It was verified and transformed into a tool to design and check joints in minutes. You put together the joint by operations similar to real-life production processes. Another testimonial from a very forward-looking UK steelwork contractor, Conton Engineering. Anybody interested in the price of this tool? Let's take a look. StatiCa is available both as a lifetime license and project-based subscriptions. A lifetime license is $3,990 with annual maintenance on top of it. Subscriptions start at $590 for 3 months and include maintenance. You can try the full version of StatiCa for 14 days, free of charge. If you purchase a license, you will get a 2-month money-back guarantee. If we don't deliver, you get your money back. No questions asked. No one has ever returned StatiCa, and we are doing our best to keep it that way. StatiCa is a standalone program. You can design any joint from scratch. But sometimes it is easier to use BIM interface to import data from other programs we use. The first group of links is the CAD programs, Tekla Structures and Advanced Steel. We export a fully detailed connection to StatiCa, load it, and check it right away. The second group is the CAE programs, like SAP 2000 and StadPro. You can easily export geometry and loading to StatiCa, design the joint, and check it, with a full report available. StatiCa would not build and maintain such links without having strong relationships with the key players in our industry. We are technology partner of Autodesk, Trimble, and others, and our customers are happy that we expand their workflow together. StatiCa is used by design offices, fabricators, and construction companies all around the world. Our customers include the most skilled engineers in the industry, Arup, AECOM, Ramboll, and others. And all of these engineers get technical support from structural engineers. We solve the majority of tickets within days, making sure your projects do not stop because of complex steel joints. The whole calculation process comes down to the report. Idea StatiCa supports several design codes. There are various sets of material types, cross-sections, and bolts. Schemes of drawings are available. You can choose from 3 types of report: one line, one page, or detailed. All checks according to the code are displayed. We provide clear output for everybody involved in the connection design process. Suggestions and requests from our customers get implemented continuously. We do 2 releases of new functionality every year, in April and October. We are here for small engineering offices as well as for global engineering consultancy companies like Tractable Engineering. Idea StatiCa is not a large software package. It does not take you 2 months of learning to get around. 99% of our clients saw the benefits of Idea StatiCa in 30 minutes. Today, we encourage you to change the way of doing steel connection design. Get a free trial, spend 30 minutes on it, and see how Idea StatiCa can design all steel connections in minutes and save your time and money. To get more information, visit our website, ideastatica.com. I would like to thank you for your attention, and remember, with us, you can calculate yesterday's estimates. Bye-bye.